So week 23. Right.
So we finally pulled
We
dragged ourselves
away from Coral Bay. It wasn't easy.
No, it was not easy.
I think we actually had 3 nights. We said last time 4. We had 3 nights there, but even we could have done 7. It was so nice,
you could easily stay a week there and just get up every day, go down to the
But we're not
to the
talking about
beach.
Coral Bay.
No, I know. Okay, we're moving on. We left Coral Bay.
We left Coral Bay, and we were making our way to Quobba Station.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to leave early and get in there nice and early, and that didn't really pan out. We also had a bit of a roadside assistance thing where we helped people.
Not us. We were okay.
We were okay, but
we came across some people who were
about
broken
120 k's out of Coral Bay, so then I ended up after with them for a bit driving back. Anyway, it's a long story. We didn't get into Quobba until
for them and then came back.
We didn't get into Quobba till quite late.
Yeah.
About 5 o'clock, so we had just enough time to wander down, have a look at the sunset.
We stayed at the station, so you can stay at Quobba Station, or you can stay close to the aquarium.
The aquarium,
at Quobba.
Yep.
But we stayed at the station because we got in late and we figured it would be better to go somewhere where it was supported. And then we got there and there was just a map on the door anyway saying just go and park wherever you want if you're unpowered. So
good.
It
was fairly basic kitchen facilities. But it was good. Plenty of little bathrooms sort of scattered around in that, and they were really good. So.
And the actual bathrooms where the showers were beautiful. And then, as you say, there were the little just kind of
little sort
drop toilets all throughout the
heaps of them.
campground.
So they're never too far from during the night from that. So if that's important, that's good. The bathroom there was good.
The wind. Oh my god.
Really windy.
It was so windy, wasn't it? And
yeah.
We all know that the wind is not my friend.
There was, we tried to find a spot where we could kind of shelter from the wind. We just couldn't find a spot. So
there's not a lot of trees or brush there, which is kind of, we found that amusing for a sheep station. It's all kind of white shells everywhere.
Yeah, white shells and sand, and we thought, what do the sheep eat? But anyway,
the poor sheep. But anyway, it's a
apparently
it's a
they're
really
South
nice
African
spot,
sheep,
and
they don't need to eat a lot.
Yeah, they don't need to eat as much, and they're a bit tougher than our Australian sheep apparently. But they were really nice in the visitors in the little shop there where you check in. They were the next morning when we went in. They were really lovely, and
I'll take your word for it, because one of us stayed back with the car, just thinking, you'll only be in for 15 seconds.
Yeah, no. Well, because I had to get the history of the
25 minutes later.
And learn all about the station. It was a nice little stop. And then the blowholes are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, so short drive down to the blowholes, and that was the best blowholes probably I've seen.
Yeah.
The sound of just the force of the water coming up through a fairly small blowhole, so it shoots it right up. It's it was really good.
Multiple blowholes, so it's almost like a water fountain that comes up at different points. So you've got to move around to see where there's one main blowhole, but then you've got all these little blowholes
ones around.
In the rock.
Like a recorder.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It was kind of made a sound.
Like for anyone that's been to Tatra Hut in the Dandenongs, it's like the dancing waters. We don't recommend that necessarily, though. It is a bit of fun, but
it's shut down there. You can't see it. You can't. If you missed it, too bad. You can't see it.
Just go to the blowholes at Quobba.
Your brother does a good impression, mate.
Yeah, he does. And then the aquarium there, which we didn't swim because it was way too cold and too windy, so we felt we would have got a bit buffeted there.
Yeah, a couple were going in, braving it and going in, and literally they were out again in like 30 seconds. It was so windy. But the water was so clear, and it'd be great again to have you coming down from excellent Coral Bay, your goggles and snorkel and that, and just have a bit of a swim in at Quobba Aquarium. Really nice too.
Just absolutely stunning. Yeah, and then we did a quick overnight stop in Hamelin Station, because
we'd stopped at Overlander.
Oh yes.
So there was an extra hour to stop and have a sausage roll. The world famous sausage rolls at Overlander.
Apparently
Roadhouse.
you have to. It's non-negotiable. You have to stop at Overlander. Everyone who has gone through there has said the same thing.
They're very good sausage rolls.
Have to stop at Overlander to have the sausage roll, and they are very big sausage rolls. But you can get just a small sausage roll,
like a party
little
sausage roll,
taster.
like a party sausage roll. Yeah.
So have the taster. That's
I had the big
good. Yeah.
But anyway, so that we were a bit late in, so it was Hamelin Station, which is a group of stations set up by Bob Brown, the ex-Green Senator.
Yep.
And awesome.
To return them to nature, basically. So to bring wildlife back and for flora.
Yep. So
local flora and fauna back to the area. And this one is one of the only ones, if not the only one, that you can actually stay at.
Camp
so
at.
It was a working station, but now it's just been returned.
But it's amazing. The camp kitchen, that was probably the best camp kitchen I've ever been in, with a nice sort of dining area next to it. Really, really fantastic spot to stay. Yeah. Having said that, we left from there, we did one night there, and then we left to go and look at the Stromatolites.
Yeah.
And the Caravan Park, at where the Stromatolites are, Hamelin Bay, which I think is Hamelin Bay Caravan Park, isn't it? Yeah. So that was also really cool. Great little shop.
Yeah, and the couple that they were just filling in, but they were fantastic, really helpful. Yeah. Good milkshakes.
Great
Upsold the Devonshire tea. She was amazing at when we said no to scones. She kind of looked at us like,
not only that,
what is wrong with you people?
You could substitute
and had to have the scones.
If you felt like a milkshake, you could substitute your milkshake for tea into the Devonshire tea. So that was amazing.
So you could have milkshake instead of tea. So unheard of. I mean, we were on a sugar high then, because scones, cream, jam, milkshake.
But very good.
Amazing.
Yeah. We needed to get out and look at the Stromatolites. Now the boardwalk is still being built because it got destroyed in a cyclone. But But there's not going to be any huge rush to rebuild the boardwalk.
No, next year they said they'll rebuild it. So you can see the Stromatolites off into the distance, but I imagine the view is much better
over with the boardwalk.
Being able to walk over the boardwalk. But the main game there for us was to get to Shark Bay to Denham. So
we had a house that was owned by my sister-in-law's sort of family.
Yeah,
and
our sister-in-law. She's our sister-in-law.
Our sister-in-law. She's more mine. So that was awesome, sort of 4 walls, and that was great, a little bases. But Denham, that was a fantastic little town.
Really cute little town. So everything's pretty close. There's a lot of caravan parks in Denham, and all looked pretty good and within walking distance of the main town. We couldn't find a fish and chip shop there. You can buy fish and chips, but they didn't have a proper fish and chip shop there, which we were a bit surprised by. But on the way in, we stopped at Shell Beach, and that was that's just bizarre is the only way I can describe it, because it's just kilometres and kilometres of shells.
Mostly white shells, but then every so often there's some black shells in there too. But before Shark Beach was the animal fence.
Oh yeah, just before
you cross this sort of grate, and there's you're driving through a fence.
Yeah.
And if you wind your windows down and go slowly, you'll hear the recording of a dog barking, and it's to try and scare like animals and that out away from coming into the national park. So that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. But so then Shell Beach, you tried to rescue a snake at Shell Beach.
Yep.
We saw a heap of
it was washed up.
Of rays.
Yeah.
In the
shovel-nosed rays. Yeah.
So if you just kind of go into the water and just stand there and look, because you can barely see them.
Yeah.
The water is so clear, it's amazing, but the rays are quite hidden.
Yeah.
In the water, and you're you don't even have to go in that deep. I mean, we were just paddling.
Yeah.
And they're right as you just walk into the water.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. And then the lookout for the shark lookout. That was amazing.
Eagle lookout, isn't it? Yeah.
Eagle Bluff
lookout.
That was amazing. We saw, I counted over 20 sharks.
30 sharks in the water
below. So you do a short little walk along a boardwalk.
And they're lemon sharks and that, so you can swim with them in through there. They're not too big. Jury's out on whether you want to swim sort of further out right on the point, because there are some bigger sharks out there. But these sharks in around that point were pretty good. Yeah. It's all around Denham, I think, is okay to swim. But it's probably all okay to swim. Just if you get unlucky and get bitten.
Yeah, just make sure there's someone between you and out of distance, so you're not the closest for lunch. Monkey Mire.
Yep.
Unfortunately, when we went out to Monkey Mire, the tide was right out. So only one dolphin came in.
Well, we just kind of was chatting to the guy in the cafe, and he kind of thought maybe it was tide related because there was a huge sandbar there, and so normally dolphins will start to come in, but only one came in and got fed and then left. So, but that's still pretty cool.
It was still cool, and I'm
dolphin
and that, absolutely glad we went out there because the dolphin was. So it was great to see the dolphin, see it up close and all of that, and there were emus there that were just hilarious that come right up to the cafe area,
just bob their head around and
we also looked out and saw the red Bluff and thought that it didn't look that far, so thought that we would just take a walk along the beach to get there. It was further than we thought. It kind of seemed to keep getting further and further into the distance.
How far was it return?
Well, return it was 13 kilometres. I walked it in thongs because we were walking along the beach, but you're walking over rocks and shells and all kinds of different terrain, so probably shoes would have been better. And there is a spot you can just kind of drive around from the main Monkey Mire area and park, and it's a bit closer to walk down to the bluff there. But that's beautiful to see the really deep red, and the crabs, which looked like they were tiptoeing past us, and then would just
flatten out, hide behind a rock or something.
I think we couldn't see them, didn't know that they were there. But
they were very cool.
They were really cool. They were awesome. And we drove into the Francois National Park.
Peron, National Park.
And stayed at Big Lagoon. We didn't go all the way down to the tip because we'd heard a few people had been bogged, and given we live in our car, we didn't want to.
It was a good sandy drive, so you'll let tyres down, that sort of thing. But we had a bit of a sandy, but no dramas. But but
Big
that was beautiful.
Big Lagoon was stunning, wasn't it? That
beautiful. The water's so clear and crisp, and there is white sort of sandy beaches around there, and
stunning.
Nice swimming.
You swam?
We swam,
I did.
Although since going to because we went to the aquarium too, so then we were told about the real threat around there is not sharks, it's stonefish. So don't step on stone. Every 2 weeks, apparently, someone's in there getting shredded, and it's so painful. Apparently,
you'll ask to have your limb cut off.
Have to, leg cut off. Painful. So then they said the best way to do it is to put your feet into the ground and sand and shuffle forward. So that's what Andrew and I did. You didn't even swim because it was a bit fresh and breezy and cool, but the whole time we were kind of bobbing away in, foot deep water because we didn't want to put our feet down. So
But the aquarium was really good. We would have driven straight past that, but it was only that they served fish and chips, so we thought we'll go out and have lunch there and have a look around. And they had some fascinating creatures, and then
right. I can't remember what fish it was. It was a classic. Did you get your video? Oh, it's just
and the rays. How they would
come up the side to get fed. They seem to have real personality, so it was actually it was a good tour in there. It was really
good to see them because you get this completely different perspective of the sea life that we of course don't see in the water.
And a great lunch, and you could still sit there as you're having lunch on the balcony sort of and just look out into the water, and there's a shark over there, and there's a shark over there. So there's plenty to spot and see. It was really good. Really good. So
beautiful. So that was
pretty much it. That was Denham, and that when we were there for 4 nights.
Yeah, I think
4 nights. 4
or 5. Oh no, hot tub.
The hot tub at Peron Station.
At Peron Station. So you can go to Peron Station, take your bathers, go as the sun's setting, and sit in this spring water hot tub just around the back.
And you never know who you're going to meet because we met
some crazy English
crazy English couples that were two couples travelling together, and they were hilarious.
They were hilarious.
And we had a good couple of hours having a drink and a chat and a laugh with them.
Tried to watch the stars come out, but it was a bit cloudy, that night, so we didn't really see the stars. But just beautiful. It's open.
Nice sunset though. We got clouds, nice sunset, but the stars didn't come out. But that's all right.
But it's open 24 hours, so you can go there.
If it was really hot, you don't want to go in there. The water is really quite warm. So at night where it's getting a bit fresh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful.
And you can bring a beer in, but no glass.
No glass.
Your beers have to be in a can.
Yeah. Or decanted.
Just can beer.
And that's it. That's week 2023 done and dusted.
Yeah. Excellent.
So on to next week.
Slowly making our way south to catch up with the roll. It's going to be awesome.
On our way to Perth.
On our way to Perth.
We'll be there
next
soon.
stop. Yep. All right.
All right.
See ya. Bye.